sun was sinking low on a forgotten western town when I rode in with my old black cap pulled down. The dust was rise behind my tired old horse, another chapter written on a dangerous course. I was young and wild with a fire in my eyes, chasing after fortune beneath endless skies. I thought a man was measured by the fear he could make, by the enemies he had and the risks he would take. I carried a name that traveled far and wide, a reputation walking right beside my ride. The sound of my boots was known in every bar, from the smallest towns to places near and far. People spoke my name when the night came around, like a legend buried deep in the ground. But behind every story and every victory won was a lonely man hiding from what he'd done. This is the gunsmoke of my life, the smoke from every battle, every struggle, every fight. The memories rise like a ghost in the sky, from the roads I traveled and the tears I cried. I was chasing glory, I was chasing pride, with the restless heart and nowhere to hide. Now I look back through the dust in time at the gunsmoke of this life of mine. I remember nights beneath the cold desert moon, where the sound of trouble came much too soon. Saloon doors swung and the music stopped when two old enemies finally crossed paths. But back then I was too proud to understand that peace takes more strength than a weapon in hand. Some chase money, some chase fame without leaving a name. I watched dreams turn to broken while standing alone. Every goodbye left a mark on my soul, every loss took another piece of control. There was a woman who waited by the old front gate, a heart full of love and a soul full of faith. She saw the man beneath the something worth fighting for, but I was married to the highway in the night, always running toward the fight. I left her standing beneath the porch light glow and rode away where the cold winds blow. This is the gunsmoke of my life, the smoke from every battle, every struggle, every fight. The memories rise like a ghost in the sky, from the roads I traveled and the tears I cried. I was chasing glory, I was chasing pride, with the restless heart and nowhere to hide. Now I look back through the dust in time at the gunsmoke of this life of mine. Years have passed like a river running deep, taking away the promises I couldn't keep. The gown forgiveness in a quiet place where the morning sun showed me grace. I learned that. The neon sign was shaking in the midnight rain, painting red and blue shadows on the window pane. The old saloon was quiet except for the sound of a lonely guitar playing slow in the background. I walked through the door with a story to hide, a lifetime of trouble riding by my side. The bartender looked up and knew my name. He'd seen broken men, my eyes were tired, my heart was carrying the weight of a fire. The whiskey glass reflected my face, a man still searching for a better place, and sitting there waiting beneath the barroom light. There was the devil and a barstool, talking like an old friend, my life I knew. He whispered every mistake I made, every promise broken, every debt unpaid. He said, Cowboy, I run your past, the shadows you carry glass. I played it cool between the devil and a barstool. The jukebox played an old heartbreak song about a woman who waited too long. The melody brought back her eyes, the kind of memories that never die. Remembered her standing by to watch me leave, watching me 100 times before. She said, someday you'll finally understand, a lonely road can break a strong man. I thought I was chasing a better life, I thought freedom meant escaping goodbye. But every highway in every town just showed me the things I left behind. The devil laughed when I looked away, said, you still remember that woman's face? I took another drink and looked at the floor, knowing I couldn't run anymore. The bartender said, son, I've seen your kind, always searching but never finding peace of mind. But every man must answer for his own pain. Those words hit hard, a battle had just begun. There was the devil and a barstool, talking like an old friend, my life I knew. He whispered every mistake I made, every promise broken, every debt unpaid. He said, Cowboy, I run your past, the shadows you carry glass. I played it cool between the devil and a barstool. The clock moved slowly toward closing time, the band packed up and the lights burned low. The last few customers were ready to go. I looked at the empty chair beside me where all my lost memories seemed to be. The devil smiled, but I stood tall. I wasn't ready to surrender it all. I placed my money down on the bar, picked up my coat and walked toward the stars. The rain had stopped, the streets were clear for the first time in many years. I knew the road ahead would be long, but I finally heard a different song. Not one of anger, not one of shame, but one that called me by my real name. The devil lives in every man's regret, but the heart still has a chance to choose. A broken soul can still be saved. A lost man can still find his way. No more devil and a barstool, no more living old friend, my life hard rules. But I'm drowning in yesterday, I'm taking my boots and I'm walking free. Finding the man I was meant to be, finding him gone, the night is through. No more devil and a barstool. The morning sun broke through the sky, chasing away the Sheraton inside. The old saloon disappeared behind I used to be. The road is still long, I finally know where I belong. I was 20 years old with a saddle and a dream, chasing rivers of silver and mountains of green. I heard about gold hidden deep in the land, so I followed the legends with a shovel in hand. The old timers warned me, son, be careful what you find. Some treasures can cost you your peace of mind. But I was young and I believed I knew that gold was the answer to everything due. I rode through deserts where the hot winds cried, across lonely valleys where the old trails died. I slept under stars with a heart full of fire. I crossed every river, I climbed every hill, chasing a dream that could never stand still. Every town had a story, every road had a name, but I kept moving forward, chasing fortune and fame. Now the gold gone and the years have passed. The things I was chasing never seemed to last. I traded my time for a handful of stone, searching for riches while leaving with me a loving heart, a family song, the simple things I missed for so long. I found a little mine beside an old mountain stream, the kind of place that looked like a prospector's dream. I worked through the mornings, I worked through the night, believing beside me when I crossed that ditch. No voice saying welcome, you finally made it home, just the sound of the wind and the feeling alone. And wondered what happened to the life I had planned, because a heart can be empty with pockets full, and a man can be lost chasing some beautiful. I remembered my mother waiting by the door, the way she smiled when I was teaching me right. Because I remember the woman who gave me her heart before my ambition tore us apart. I had everything that mattered back then, but I traded it away to chase the wind. Now the gold gone and the years have passed. The things I was chasing never seemed to last. I traded my time for a handful of stone, searching for riches while leaving with me a loving heart, a family song, the simple things I missed for so long. Years later I returned to that old hometown, where the fields were green and the sun went down. The streets looked smaller as the evening came, thinking about how much had changed. The gold I found had faded away, but the lessons stayed with me every day. I learned that a man's true worth isn't shown by the size of his fortune or the footprints erased. It's found in the love, leave a lasting mark, and the memories that survive the years and days. A river keeps flowing, a mountain stands tall, but every man eventually through my open hand. The gold may vanish, the years may run, the road my final journey is done. The greatest treasure was the love I let one. A simple story. There's an old wooden porch at the edge of town, where the summer sun used to shine around. The paint is peeling, the boards are worn, but it still feels like the place I was born. I came back after many years away, after chasing roads and forgetting yesterday. The wind was blowing through my mother's smile, making a hard day feel worthwhile. The coffee was warm, the mornings were slow, before I started chasing a different flame. Just us porch, just an old wooden place, still holding the memories time couldn't erase. Every crack in the wood, every mark on the stone, but nothing ever felt quite like before. Standing on the just us porch, I sat in the chair where my daddy would sit, watching the sunset when the day was finished. He'd tell me stories about the old days gone, about working hard and staying strong. A man can travel 1,000 roads, but home his door was where the high was young. I wanted adventure, I wanted to see everything waiting beyond those trees. So I packed my bags and I rode away. I thought I was fine, things that money couldn't buy. Just dust porch, just an old wooden place, still holding the memories time couldn't erase. Every crack in the wood, every cross many miles, I've seen the world and it like before, standing on the just dust porch. There was a small flower garden near the fence, where she used to laugh with innocence. The girl I loved before a stranger's load, she used to sit beside beneath the porch light. She said, someday you'll understand the greatest treasure. I wonder where she is today. Maybe she found another home, maybe she learned to walk alone. 'Cause every journey has a story it shows. I'd spend a little longer before riding away. The dust on the porch tells no lies. It holds the laughter, it holds the cries. Every footprint left, a house may age, a town may change. The places that raised us never disappear. They live inside us through the years. Just dust porch, my old piece of home, the place where I learned I was never alone. But this old porch showed me who need fame. I don't need people to remember my name, because everything on the just dust porch. The evening sun falls across the land, the dust blows softly through my hands, knowing I finally got home tonight. But my heart will always know the way once more, back to the place where my old dust porch. The wind was carrying dust across that old county line when I saw her standing there one last time. The evening sun was falling behind the hill, and the whole wide world seemed quiet and still. She wore that blue denim dress I remembered so well, the one from the summer when our young hearts fell. Her eyes held stories that words couldn't say, like she knew I was leaving but hoped I would stay. We were just two kids with dreams in our hands. She believed in forever, I believed in the road. I told her someday I'd come back around when I finished chasing every dream I found. But the highway kept calling, the miles started showing. That dust love still living in my heart, a memory that never truly fell apart. Like a desert flower that refused to die, like an old country song said I chased the rain. I chased everything except her name. Now I'm standing where a story was born, holding on to a dust love I can't move on from. I rode through towns where nobody knew me, through empty valleys where the nights grew lonely. I wore my boots, I carried my pride. Every woman I met had a different place, because some hearts leave a mark so deep they favor your sleep. I kept her roll lead when I decided to go. She said, hey, hope you find what you looked at my door. I read those lines on the darkest nights, when the stars were gone and I lost my fight. Her memory's still burning through the years of change. I found her house near the edge of town, where the old cotton fields were turning brown. The porch light was shining through then's light, the same kind eyes I remembered to see. Neither of sorry for the roads I chose, for all the places my restless heart goes. I should have known what I had back then, a love like ours doesn't come again. Said some things change, some things stand. Maybe the road was part of your story. Love isn't always a straight highway, sometimes it gets lost along the way. The dust may cover an old kindred trail, but true love leaves a permanent tale. No storm, no distance, no passing years can erase the love that was always here. That dust love, stronger than the years. The road took pieces of who I was, but it brought me back to what mattered, because I only need her whisper in my name. After all the places I've wandered from, I found my heart where the dust love comes from. The dust may settle, the years may move, but some hearts always find their way back home. The engine was roaring before the sunrise came. Another long highway, another unknown name. The tires were turning on a road made of stone, a man with a saddle and a heart made alone. The desert was burning, the wind was wild, but I kept moving like a restless child. I had no fortune, I had no crown, just a pair of old boots and a road heading down. I learned from the mountains, I learned from the rain, I learned from the losses and years of pain. Every broken promise, every battle I faced left another scar that time couldn't erase. Some men are made in the comfort of gold, some men are shaped when the nights turn cold. Put a little more steel in everything I do. There's steel in the road beneath my feet, steel in the heart that refused to feed. I've been through fire, I've been through pain, I walked through the desert and stood in the rain. The world can push me, the world can try, but I'll keep riding beneath this sky. I'm not made of stone, but I know what I've shown. There's steel in the road that carried me home. I've seen good men fall when the pressure came down, lost their direction in a cold, cruel town. I've watched dreams disappear like smoke in the air, watched empty hands reach for a prayer. The highway doesn't promise an easy ride, it tests your courage and your pride. I remember my father saying years ago, son, life ain't about what you want to show. A man's true worth is the way he stands when he's got nothing but his own two hands. Those words follow me, but his own two hands. Those words follow me through every fight, through every dark and every lonely night. When the world said I was too far gone, his voice reminded me to carry on. There's steel in the road beneath my feet, steel in the heart that refused to feed. I've been through fire, I've been through pain, I walked through the desert and stood in the rain. The world can push me, the world can try, but I'll keep riding beneath this sky. I'm not made of stone, but I know what I've shown. There's steel in the road that carried me home. Cold wind cut through my worn out clothes, I don't fight battles like I did anymore. I've learned that strength isn't just standing tall, sometimes it's knowing when to let things fall. The road has changed me, the journey has shown a man can build a kingdom from the unknown. With every strong or beat inside his heart, let the heavens open with the pouring rain. I've been tested, have fire burn inside. The road may bend, the road may break, but they're still standing with nothing to lose. But I'm still standing with nothing to lose. I've fought battles, I've paid some dues, but I'm still standing with nothing to wait. The highway sings its old familiar song, though it might know where the wild winds blow. There's steel in the road and fire in my soul. With my final mile, steel in the road. The morning sun was breaking through the mountains when I turned my horse toward the old hometown. The road was dusty, the years were heavy, but something inside me was calling me back around. I had been chasing shadows across the desert, running from things I couldn't leave behind. I searched for answers in distant places, with a white wooden fence and a garden full of flowers. I remembered a woman standing by the doorway, praying for me through the darkest hours. She never asked why I kept leaving. I'm going back to the mama, to the hands that taught me love, back to the voice that called my name when I was lost and running too far. I've crossed the mountains, I've crossed my share of sorrow and pain, but nothing at home, back to the mama I've always known. I was a young man with a restless heart, always looking for a place to start. I thought the highway held the answers, I thought freedom meant being far apart. I chased his glory, I chased a dream that disappeared. I remember Sunday morning church bells, the sound of her singing through the open. She would tell me, son, God's always watching, even when you don't know what you're searching for. I didn't listen when I knew the road ahead, but life has a way of teaching lessons through every word we leave unsaid. I'm going back to the mama, back to the hands that taught me love, back to the voice when I was lost and running too far. I've crossed the mountains, I've carried my share of sorrow and pain, but nothing feels like coming home, back to the mama I've always known. The old house house looked smaller than I remembered, but the love inside was still the same. I stood there holding my old cowboy hat, whispering softly the pouring rain, for all the nights you wait alone. I should have known the greatest treasure was the love I had back home. She touched my face and smiled gently. Since I never stopped believing in a mother's heart doesn't count the miles, it only remembers the child again. Well, they forget the road you traveled, but her love never let me go. I found forgiveness, I found home, back to the mama I've always known. Now I sit beside her by the old front door, listening to "Love Will Always Lead Him Home." There's a river running deep beyond the old canyon wall, where the shadows grow longer and the tall trees fall. The old folks in town still whisper his name. They say that river, remember, and every lost goal. They say the water carries secrets below from the things that happened so long ago. I was just a young man with anger in my veins, carrying my pride like a heavy chain. I rode into darkness with revenge on my mind, not knowing the battle had already begun. That river devil calling my name, dragging me back to the darkness knows. I fought the devil standing by the shore, a battle I couldn't ignore anymore. The river still whispers when the cold winds blow. The saloon lights were fading behind me, the whole town sleeping, nobody could find me. I carried a burden too heavy to hold, a heart full of anger and a spirit growing cold. I believed that revenge would bring me peace, that one final moment would make the pain cease. But hatred is a fire that burns its own flame. But hatred is a fire lost inside his own name. I stood by the river with my hands shaking slow. I thought about my father and the words he said, a man who lives only for yesterday's fight will never see the beauty of tomorrow's light. Those words came back in the middle of the night. The river was quiet, the stars were bright, and something inside me started changing that night. I lowered my hand, I stepped away, choosing another road before the break of day. The devil behind me started losing control, because forgiveness was saving my soul. That river devil calling my name, dragging me back to the darkness knows. I fought the devil standing by the shore, a battle I couldn't ignore anymore. The river still whispers when the cold winds blow. Years have passed since that river night, but some memories never leave your sight. I still ride past those old canyon trees. The town has changed and the faces are gone. I'm not the outlaw they used to see, I'm finally the wanted to be. I learned that a gun can't heal a broken heart. The strongest man isn't the one who wins the fight, it's the one who chooses and take my life that day. It washed my anger and showed me the way. Every man has a river he must cross, a place where he faces what he has lost. The devil may call from the edge of the night, the past may follow like a shadow behind. The water keeps moving, the years give birth to dawn. That river devil, I know your name, you were the fire you used to control. I found forgiveness deep in my soul, the river still hope instead of fear. The darkness is gone, the battle brand new. So let that river run beneath the sky, let the old ghost finally say goodbye. The cowboy I was fading away, the man I am lives, waters for day. I'll remember, shine your fight inside, you must leave behind. The neon sign was shining on a Friday night. The old dance floor was glowing under the lights. The jukebox was playing a song from the past, a melody about a love that didn't last. The cowboys came in with the boots on the floor, looking for trouble a little bit more. The bartender smiled up beside the door, like I had done 100 times before. The room was alive with laughter and sound, with broken hearts and lost souls hanging around. Some were celebrating, some were trying to forget, some were drinking away a life and chasing a dream. I was wild in the wine, wild in the night, running from shadows under neon lights. A little bit crazy, a little bit free, trying to find the man I used to be. The whiskey was burning, the music was loud, I was lost in the middle of a restless crowd. But every bottle and every song I found couldn't quiet the memories that followed me around. The fiddle started crying, the band played fast, everybody dancing like they forgot the past. A woman in red smiled across the room, moving like a flower in full summer bloom.
She said, "Cowboy, you look like you've been somewhere far." I laughed and said, "Maybe you're right." She bought me a drink and asked about my name. I told her I'd changed but still felt the same. She said, "You can't find home but you refuse to place." Those words hit harder than the whiskey inside, like a gnome with the music faded away. And I thought about the things I never could say.
I was wild in the wine, wild in the night, running from shadows under neon lights. A little bit crazy, a little bit free, trying to find the man I used to be. The whiskey was burning, the music was loud, I was lost in the middle of a restless crowd. But every bottle and every song I found couldn't quiet the memories that follow me around. I remember the nights when I felt 10 feet tall, thinking I could never lose it all. I chased every highway, I chased every town, believing the world could then the lights turn blue. The bottle gets empty, the room gets still, and you face the heart that you couldn't kill. I've seen old friends disappear with time, lost their way chasing another good night. I watched young dreamers become like me. Freedom ain't found, run the weight of the past. The road can teach what the bottle cannot, that some things are lost and some things are not.
So play that fiddle, let the old songs roll, let the music reach down into my soul. Tonight I'll dance, tonight I'll smile, but he can still choose the road he'll use.
I was wild in the wine, wild in the night, but I finally found a different kind of light. The whiskey is fading, the morning is near, and I'm leaving behind all the things I feared. The music was loud, the memory stayed, but I'm stronger now from the choices I made. The bottle is empty, but my heart is alive, and toward tomorrow with a reason to survive. The neon goes dark as the last song plays. The Cowboys leave chapter of my life has begun. The old highway was calling my name again, like a voice from a place I'd never left. The dust was rising behind my wheels, taking me back to the way it feels. I passed the fields where the wildflowers grew, the same old sky, the same shade of blue. But everything looked different somehow, except the pain I was carrying now. There was a leaden sign was hanging low, pointing to places I used to know. I slowed my horse near that familiar street where two young hearts used to meet. I thought I had buried those memories deep, but some old feelings never really sleep. I'm going back to the heartache, back to the place where my dreams broke down, back to the silence, back to the memories, back to the ghost of that old hometown. I've traveled miles trying to leave it behind. Someday you'll miss what you're leaving here. No matter how far this cowboy rides, the heartache waits on the other side. I remember the night when I walked away. The storm was loud, but I heard her say, I chased the sunset across the land with a loaded heart and empty hands. I found new places, I met new faces, but none could replace those old we were. I heard she moved on years ago, built a life where the wildflowers grow. Maybe she found the peace she deserved, maybe she got the love she preserved. I don't blame her for closing that door, I was the one who wanted more. Sometimes a man has to lose his way before he knows what he should have stayed. I'm going back to the heartache, back to the place where my dreams broke down. I didn't knock, I didn't call her name. Some things are better left without a claim. I just stood there under the stars, remembering the woman who healed my scars. I whispered softly to the empty air, I hope you found someone who truly cares. The road can take you far away, but it cannot erase yesterday. A broken heart can learn to heal, but some wounds remind you what was real. The strongest men are not those who forget, they're the one run from yesterday's pain. I'll carry the love, I release the blame, and ride forward beneath the brighter flame. The highway stretched beneath the morning sun, a new road waiting on a new day blue. I Spent many years beneath a restless sky, chasing old dreams and asking myself why. I carried my burdens like a heavy chain, walking through sunshine and pouring rain. I knew the sound of an empty road, I knew the weight of a lonely load. I wore my scars like a distant towns and whiskey bottles and broken down grounds. I thought my pain was all I'd know when I was counting beneath the stars. I heard a voice in the quiet air telling me I was never alone out there. There's a light in the heartache, little flame in the darkest night, a hand reaching out when you're too tired to leave. The tears I cried me to a better place. I found my strength, I found my way. There's a light in the heartache today. I remember the people I left behind, the ones who loved me when I was blind. My mother's prayers, my father's words, the quiet lessons I should have heard. I thought I had to carry it, hearts can break, even the proudest men can make mistakes. I returned to the church beside the hill, where the morning air was calm and still. The same old wooden doors were standing there, holding years of hope and prayer. I sat in the back with my head bowed low, then a sunshine breaking through the rain. There's a light in the heartache, little flame in the darkest night, a hand reaching out when you're too tired to leave. The tears I cried me to a better place. I found my strength, I found my way. There's a light in the heartache today. Now I ride beneath a different sky with a thankful heart and a clearer eye. I don't regret the miles I traveled or the roads where my dreams unraveled, 'cause every tear and the pain I knew helped me find this to lose his way. And now I know what I couldn't see, the darkest roads can set you free. The stars shine brighter after the storm, a broken heart can still be reborn. Nothing stays buried in yesterday's pain, a lost soul can find a brand new start. The road may leave a mark on your skin, but hope can always begin again. There's a light in the heartache, a fire me to the best man I've ever taken. There's a light in the heartache through every tear, let the dust broken hearts can sing. The pain was a chapter, not the end of my story, and every sunrise that I see reminds me I was meant to be free. So let the wind blow across this land, let the dust soul finally finds the light. There's an old river running behind hometown, where the cotton fields meet the edge of the ground. I used to sit there when I was just a boy, listen to my daddy talk about life and joy. He'd cast his line beneath the morning sun, tell me about battles and the things he had won. His hands were rough from years of work. He built our house with his own two hands. He said, son, the road will test your soul. It will take your dreams and it will story begins. The strength of your heart is what helps you win. There's a river in the daddy flowing through the years, and river made of wisdom, love, and sacrifice. A river that guided me through me life. Every road I walked, every choice I made. I wanted the world, I wanted the sky. I thought I could find answers if I only tried. Wherever I go, like a river running deep in my soul. I left that town when I was 17, chasing every place I had ever dreamed. Said the years went by like a desert wind. Some were lost and some were spent. I found trouble, I found pain. There were nights when I missed his voice, when I questioned how his words came back to me, like a lighthouse shining over the sea. There's a river in the daddy flowing through the years, and never made of wisdom, love, and sacrifice. A river that guided me through me life. Every road I walked, every choice I made. The old house stood, learned from every mistake, holding memories from beginning to end. Wherever I go, like a river running deep in my soul. turn gold with a tired and a story be told. The old house sitting and heard him say, keep walking the honest way. And for the first time in many years, I felt peace replacing all my steel. They be treasures, love never disappear. They becomes forever through the passing heel. A man may lose his fortune, the seasons coming high, and he may wanna become his tears. I'm riding down this highway with his words are like a compass, always leading me through life, through my children and their children, through the road may end someday, and that fire keeps on burning long, keep running strong and true. There's a river in the daddy flowing stronger than his name. A father's love's forever like a never-ending flame. I may be older and calling